Ladies and gentlemen, it's Travis here, and welcome back to the SF Bay Area SportsTalk channel. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Unfortunately for the Golden State Warriors, they had an opportunity to close out this series tonight in Game 6, but the Warriors do fall 118-99 against the Sacramento Kings. And now this playoff series is headed to a Game 7. This was a tough loss, but I think what was most frustrating about this loss was the turnovers for the Warriors. We have seen it in the playoffs. When the Warriors turn the ball over, it makes it really difficult for them, and they play some sloppy basketball. And when you looked at early in this game, the Warriors, they weren't, I would say, they were taking shots that, they could have created better shot attempts. So I feel like early in this game, they were not setting a good tone for how this game was going to play out. And you give credit to the Sacramento Kings, when the Warriors were able to fight back in this game, show resilience. The Kings, they had an answer every time in those kind of situations. And you tip your cap. I mean, the Kings, they outplayed the Warriors in this game. They looked like the more hungry team tonight. The Warriors looked a bit flat, and the Warriors had one of their worst shooting performances at home, which is uncharacteristic for the Warriors. But, when you look at how this game went, I mean, you see the momentum favoring the Kings here. The Kings outplayed the Warriors in this one, and now the series is headed to Sacramento. So definitely that this is going to be a tough challenge in Game 7. But look, I picked the Warriors to win in Game 7 before this series. Seeing how intense and these two teams going at each other, I just had the feeling that this series, before this series started, predicted it to go to Game 7, and here we are. But with the Warriors winning Games 3 and 4 and 5 and having all the momentum, coming back home and knowing how important this game is, you have an opportunity to close out the series at home. You want to take advantage of those opportunities. But tonight, the Warriors, for whatever reason, they did not shoot the ball well from three, and particularly in this series, uncharacteristic. The Warriors, among the best shooting teams in the entire NBA, shooting the three, have now struggled in this playoff series against the Sacramento Kings from three. So, the keys to a Warriors win in Game 7, because I think that is the key. You got to take care of the basketball. We keep talking about you can't turn the ball over. The Kings scored 23 points off of the Warriors' turnovers tonight, outscoring the Warriors 23-17 in the points off turnover battle. And offensive rebounds, Sacramento out-rebounded the Warriors 18-11. And that's key. We have talked about the rebounds. The fact that Sacramento continues to get these second chance points, these second chance opportunities, they were able to get more shots up in this game. And when that's the case, more often than not, you're going to be usually in a good place. And so this was tough. Very tough to come out and, at home and have this kind of performance. But this is one of those games that, you just got to flush it down the drain and, have a new mindset. Get ready for Sunday, and it should be a big challenge. It's going to be an early game on Sunday, so you got to dig deep in everything you got going into this one. It's going to be tough, but if there's any team that is up for a challenge like this, it is definitely this Warriors team. They have been through so much adversity And so I can't wait to see how this Warriors team responds after this tough loss. I think they come out with a fiery energy and intensity in Game 7. If the Warriors can play with the same energy and intensity that they brought in Game 5, I think the Warriors are going to have a great opportunity to win Game 7 on the road. That's going to be crazy. What a game coming up for us. And, was hoping we were going to see the Warriors close out the series tonight, but you give credit to this young, hungry Sacramento Kings team as they win Game 6, 118-99. Struggle for the Warriors. Did not shoot the ball well from 3. Too many turnovers. Too many offensive rebounds for the Kings and second chance points. You can't have this going. Malik Monk, he went off in this game. The Kings have been looking to see, waiting for someone else to have a big game. You know what you're going to get from De'Aaron Fox. This kid has been unbelievable. Superstar. He has been a lot of fun to watch. You give him credit. He had a big game, 26 points in the game for De'Aaron Fox. But Malik Monk, what a performance for him with 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists in the game. Just tough. Welcome in, Warriors fans. Welcome in, Dub Nation. How's everyone feeling? What is your thoughts heading into Game 7? Are you nervous? Are you feeling confident? How do you think the Warriors will respond to adversity, as now this series is headed to a Game 7 after the Sacramento Kings do get the big win tonight, 118-99. Just a sloppy game for the Warriors. Too many turnovers, too many second chance points. The Kings scored 23 points off the Warriors' turnovers. The Kings outscored the Warriors 18-8 in second chance points. And when you're given second chance opportunities to the best offensive team in the NBA, you know that they're going to start make a lot of those shots, and they're going to start to fall. What's going on, AM Echo Sky? How's it going? It's tough right now. I was hoping to see the Warriors get this win tonight at home, and with the way the Warriors have been playing, they've been playing so well, but this was a sloppy performance. When you look at early in this game, I don't think the Warriors did a good job of having good possessions. They were taking shots early, taking difficult shots, and you were just kind of setting a bad tone to this game early. Kings, they came out with a lot of energy, a lot of fire early in this game. They looked like the more hungry team in this game. You give them credit to get a big win on the road. But most definitely, I think this Warriors team will bounce back. I think that they bring the same energy and intensity that got them a win in Game 5 in Sacramento. I think they bring that same energy and intensity and find a way to get a win in Game 7. It will not be easy. This young, hungry Sacramento Kings team, they seem like a team of destiny going against this Warriors team with all the championship experience. This is going to be one of the best games that we are going to be having a treat to watch on Sunday. Game 7, and between these two teams, the NorCal rivalry, there's nothing like it. Let's see the Warriors get it done. The Warriors have shown incredible resilience in this series after falling behind 0-2 in the series, and essentially when everyone wrote them off, they found a way to rally off 3 wins in a row in the series and to get to a 3-2 lead. Now the series is headed to a Game 7, but I believe this Warriors team will respond. They will answer the challenge. It's going to be a fun one, very intense. What a matchup coming up on Sunday. Game 7. Warriors are in jeopardy after they just lost to the Kings. It's right now, Kings, they look like the team with all the momentum. They look like a team of destiny, the way that they're playing, the hunger, the intensity. What's going on, Dex? How's it going? Can't win a game, only scoring 3 points. The final 6:50 of the fourth. Yeah, that's. I wasn't aware exactly how brutal those final 6 minutes were, but Warriors, that was tough. Very tough. The Warriors had got it within 5 points with about 8 minutes left or so. And then the Kings, back-to-back threes, made it 11 points. They made it 13 points, and they just continued to add the lead. Tough way to finish out this game. What's going on, Mike? Warriors blew this one. They came out erratic, undisciplined, and rushing. I agree with you, Mike. The Warriors came, the way that they started this game early, they were rushing their possessions, taking quick shots, and you wanted to see them, get more ball movement, create shot attempts, and they were just rushing possessions, taking ill-advised shots, the turnovers, very careless turnovers. When you're passing the ball into traffic, when there's two defenders, you can't be making those kind of risky passes. You've got to take care of the basketball when you're not even able to get a shot off. That makes it difficult. So very, very sloppy game, and the Warriors, it could have been a lot uglier. So the fact that, this game was still close going to the fourth quarter. The Warriors were lucky to still have an opportunity and just could not take advantage. The Kings outplayed the Warriors tonight. You give them credit. Welcome in, everyone, to the Warriors post-game show. A tough one tonight as the Warriors lose 118-99 against the Sacramento Kings. This NorCal rivalry, Warriors and Kings, is headed to a Game 7 now. Back at the Golden One Center, Warriors, I believe that they will respond with resilience. They will answer the challenge after a tough loss tonight. I think that they can bounce back in Game 7, bring the same energy and intensity that they brought in Game 5 in Sacramento. They bring that same energy and intensity and focus into Game 7. They can get a win on the road where they have struggled all throughout this season. This is definitely the biggest challenge that this Warriors team has faced in this core. The core three with Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green going against this young, hungry Sacramento Kings team has most definitely been quite a challenge, and we're going to get to see how it all plays out on Sunday. When I look at this Warriors team, I'm really proud of what they have accomplished and to even be in this position. So, to me, I think that if you lose this game on Sunday, you definitely have to be proud of how this Warriors team fought all year and played very hard. And so, I think going into this game, whatever happens. You can't be too upset. This Warriors team fought so hard to even get into this position, and you knew going against a young, hungry Sacramento Kings team who hasn't been to the playoffs in 16 years, you knew that this was going to be a big challenge. But I think the Warriors, whatever happens. They're going to come out on Sunday, give it everything that they got, leave it all out on the court, and that's all you can ask for. So, we'll see what happens. What's going on, Eric Swartz? Good to see you. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? How are you feeling? Tough loss tonight, but the Warriors, I think that they can bounce back. They've shown incredible resilience in the series after falling behind down 0-2, and when everyone was saying that the series was over, the Warriors fought back, and even Game 5, you knew that that was going to be tough, but you went on the road and you got the big win in Sacramento, and now you're going to have to do the same in Game 7. And in that environment, that young, hungry fan base, they haven't been in the playoffs in, I think, 16 years it's been. So you know that it's going to be quite an atmosphere on Sunday. But the Warriors, they have the championship experience. They know how to settle themselves down in the moment. And I think that they respond with incredible resilience and bounce back in a big way in Game 7. So let's see what happens. Let's see the Warriors bounce back. Now the Warriors are heading back to Sacramento to face the Kings in Game 7. It will be an elimination game. Winner take all, Game 7. There's nothing like it in the playoffs. And when you look at how intense and how hard fought that this series has been so far, we are in for a treat as this series is headed to a Game 7. Hold on one second. Headed to a Game 7. So Warriors looking to bounce back. A tough one tonight. Very frustrating when you turn the ball over the way the Warriors did. You had rush possessions early. You were taking difficult, ill-advised shots early. Just the tone of how this game was looking early, this was not how you wanted to come out in a Game 6 at home. And so this one, you just forget about it. You know, it'll be a quick turnaround on Sunday, and you give it everything you got. I mean, this series has been a heck of a series, so intense. And now we are going to a Game 7, Warriors and Kings, NorCal rivalry. As we take a look at the stats of the game, Curry had a great game, 29 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, knocked down clutch threes, fought really hard got off to a really hot start in the fourth quarter and was trying to get the Warriors back in this game. And, he played very hard. Thompson with 22 points. Wiggins had 13 points. For the Warriors, just tough. I mean, they shot 37% from the field. Struggled from 3, which is uncharacteristic for this Warriors team, as really all series they have not shot the ball well from 3. Uncharacteristic for a Warriors team that was among the best in the entire NBA shooting the 3. So if they're going to get a big win in Game 7, look to see this Warriors team to get back to doing what they do best out there, and great ball movement, creating great shot attempts, attacking the rim. We've seen in this series where the Warriors can get out to an advantage, playing fast and attacking the rim, as the Kings don't have much protection there around the rim. And so that's where you can take advantage. You come out, play fast. And so to me, I think that early in Game 7, you got to set the tone early. Defensively, got to have the mindset going into this game and laser sharp focus, because going into that environment and going against this young, hungry Sacramento Kings team, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be very intense. Let's win Game 7. Warriors on Sunday. Warriors are backsliding to a championship hangover. Hopefully it's not a championship hangover, but you know that last year's championship definitely took a lot out of this Warriors team, and it's very difficult to defend as NBA champions. And so when I look at what the Warriors have been able to do this season through all the adversity, the injuries that they have battled through, it's really remarkable to be in this position against this Sacramento Kings team, to have an opportunity to win this series on Sunday So it's going to be very exciting. Let's see what happens. But for me, this Warriors team, really proud of this group, how hard they fought, and to be in this position, you're really proud of them. And whatever happens, whether if it ends up being the Kings, a team, a destiny, it seems, or will the Warriors win this series and advance on? Can this Warriors team defend their NBA championship? I definitely believe they've got what it takes, and they've won big games before. They've won Game 7 on the road before. They can do it. So I'm looking forward to this one. Warriors look to get it done in Game 7. You have short-term memory loss. Forget about this one. All it takes now is you play 48 minutes, sharp laser focus on Sunday, and we're talking about advancing to the Western Conference semifinals. So let's see the Warriors get it done. Welcome in, everyone. Good to see everyone checking in. Good to see you, SG Sports Talk channel. This was a gut punch loss for the Warriors. It really does feel a lot like that when you consider the magnitude of this game, how flat you played at home, which is very uncharacteristic. When you look at, you had a chance to close this out at home. So this really is a gut punch because now the momentum shifts back to the Sacramento Kings. They've got home court now in Game 7. So it's going to be a big challenge. But this Warriors team, they are up for the challenge. They can overcome this challenge. So I can't wait to see how this Warriors team responds to this adversity as they look to get it done in Game 7 on Sunday. It will be an early start at 12:30 p.m. Can't wait for it. Let's see the Warriors get it done. Don't want to tell my coworkers tomorrow and give them the bad news. The Warriors lost Game 6 against the Kings. I feel you, SG Sports Talk channel. It's always tough when you're going into work or school the next day after a tough loss. So keep plugging away. Let's hope that we're breaking down a huge win on Sunday. It would be so exciting if this Warriors team can advance. And at this point, nobody knows what's going to happen. Both of these teams have fought so hard in this series. So I can't wait to see how it's all going to play out on Sunday. We are going to be getting to our picks of the game. So we'd love to hear who you're taking as the pick of the game. If you haven't already shared your pick of the game. And for my pick of the game, I'm taking Stephen Curry. Great game with 29 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Really came out hot to start the fourth quarter and was doing everything that he could to give this Warriors team an opportunity to come back in this game. So I give Curry a lot of credit. And, the Warriors fought hard in this game. Although very sloppy game, the second chance points, they were outplayed by the offensive rebounds. They were outplayed by the Kings. The Kings outplayed the Warriors tonight, but the Warriors did play well. Warriors played hard. They fought back in this game. And so you give credit to the Kings because they were able to withstand that fight from the Warriors. The Kings just kept knocking down shots, kept knocking down threes. And that's where this team can get scary when you got Malik Monk going off for 28 points. Herder was knocking down a couple of big threes. When that starts happening and you know what you're going to get from De'Aaron Fox, that's where this Kings team got on a run tonight. And they just kept playing with that same intensity all the way through this game. I think the Warriors had just one lead briefly when they were up 25-23. But for the most part, Warriors were playing catch up, and the Kings kept answering every Warriors attempt to get back into this game. So you give credit. This Kings team, they look like the more young, hungry team tonight. The Warriors, they came out flat in this game. Early rushing possessions, not getting good looks. not getting good shot attempts. It was sloppy and uncharacteristic to come out at home and play like this. But we know that the Warriors got what it takes. They can flip the switch. Sunday is a new game, new opportunity. The Warriors, they can bring the same energy, intensity that they brought in Sacramento in Game 5. They can bring that same energy and intensity and sharp focus in Game 7. So let's see how it plays out. This has been one of the most exciting playoff series that we have ever seen. Warriors and Kings for the first time in the playoffs. There's nothing like it. This has been quite a treat. So can't wait to see how it finishes out. Thank you again, everyone. Appreciate everyone checking in. Let's make some noise for the YouTube algorithm, and let's smash up the like button. Thank you, everyone, so much for your incredible support. All it takes, just half a second of your time to hit that like button. And this feedback lets YouTube know that this video is relevant, so then YouTube knows to recommend this video to as many Golden State Warriors fans and basketball fans out there. So thank you again, everyone. Appreciate the support. 4 likes in the building, 3 in the house watching. That is amazing. The support is incredible. Thank you so much, everyone. I see your comments, your likes, and your engagement. I want to say thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. Really helps out the growth of the channel. So I appreciate that. I would not be here without each and every one of you. I would just be a guy talking to the camera. So it really means a lot to me for everyone checking in and talking Warriors basketball. A tough one for the Warriors tonight, but you have short-term memory loss about this game. You move on from it, come into Sunday with the mindset this Warriors team has played in some of the biggest games ever, and this is probably one of the biggest challenges that they have ever been faced with. So I'm very excited to see how this Warriors team is going to respond to this challenge, how they're going to respond to adversity. So can't wait for Sunday, Game 7. Let's see the Warriors get it done and make it happen. Have to go now. Have a good night, Travis, and go Warriors. Thank you, AM Echo Sky. Have a great night. Appreciate you checking in. If the Warriors falling apart again in Sacramento, our season ends in the first round for the first time since 2014. Yeah, that'd be tough. I remember back in 2014, that playoff series against the Clippers, and it went to a Game 7. That was tough to lose that series, but then you came back the following year and won the championship. I also remember in 2013 when the Warriors went against the San Antonio Spurs when they had Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, and those Spurs teams, the Warriors had tied the series at 2 games apiece in the semifinals, only to ultimately end up losing in that playoff series. So there have been some very intense playoff matchups. We've seen the Warriors up 3-1 in a series in the finals and lose against Cleveland. So you knew this series wasn't over after Game 5, but you felt good going into Game 6. And now the Kings have brought the momentum back on their side with how well they played tonight, outplaying the Warriors. They look like the more young, hungry team tonight. So for the Warriors, it's how do you respond? How do you respond to this challenge? I think that they respond very well. They're not going to panic. They know that they play a great 48 minutes on Sunday. They're advancing in the playoffs, so you look forward to it. This is an amazing opportunity. So let's see the Warriors make it happen. Thank you again, everyone. Hope you have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you Sunday. We'll be breaking it down. Hopefully we're breaking down a Warriors win. Take care, everyone, and have a great one, Dub Nation.